everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are here with the Midnight Walk. This is the final episode as we embark on the Midnight Walk and finally make it to Moon Mountain. We complete both chapters 5 and 6 in this episode, and I'm very excited for you to see the ending of this game. We just fixed the craftsman's situation. Now, here we are in our little housey. We reviewed the tapes and stuff. There's about 2 more film tapes I believe we have to grab. And we obviously have more collectibles and music to get to. Housey has moved somewhere, and we don't know where. Obviously, it is away from the craftsman's area and back onto the Midnight Walk. So let's just get to it. We've got Potboy here. He's in high spirits as always. So let's go out the door.
The Wanderer asked the craftsman, "How do you make such perfect sculptures?" To which he replied, "Oh, there's nothing to it really. I go into the dark woods. I find the sculpture already waiting inside a tree. And then it's just a matter of carving it out."
Is he leaving? Maybe to go in search of his daughter? I thought he was gonna stay and love the little guys. Interesting. Okay, so Housey's back walking with us. Looks like we've got the Midnight Walk over here. Is there anything around us? Not really. So we went in the house. It looks like maybe the craftsman picked us up out of the town and dropped us here so that we would return to the Midnight Walk, since the road seems to end around there. Alright, well, let's just go. We've got little lights dangling from the ether, the abyss. Interesting. Got a shell phone. Tell me things.
When I was a child, I exchanged letters with a monster in the woods. We were best pals, and we shared all our secrets with each other.
Tale of the Dark.
One day, my sister told me that the monster wasn't real, that she'd written me all those letters to play a joke on me. But the joke's on her, because I knew the truth about the monster in the woods, and we exchange letters to this day.
Okay. There are monsters in the woods. They exist. Ooh, yeah, baby! 14 to 15. So there should be one more, and then we should have collected all the ones we're able to. I missed one, sadly, in the Mulgrim chapter, I believe, which is depressing as hell. But I think we're able to piece together the context clues, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just a little sad. I tried so hard. Oh, it's alright. We can't win them all. Come on, Housey. Let's go, buddy. We got a little light in the dark here. So this should be a very riveting chapter, because if this is the Tale of the Dark, we'll get to understand kind of potentially what the dark is, or what more it wants. You know, maybe a history of it. I'm very curious, because it has eyes, it speaks, it gives me a lot of Night Vale, the abyss stares back vibes, you know what I mean? I'm here for it. I absolutely love it, but I'd love to know more.
Hark! Not very far now. Not very far. The flame longs to be free. Caged, it cannot truly burn. How beautiful. How tantalizing. It is simply the way of fire. It is what it is.
It is what it is, okay?
It is what it is. You must release it at the summit.
The fire longs to be free. So, not necessarily Potboy, but his flame. Hi, baby.
The soothsayers have spoken.
Alright, I'm over you two. I want my Potboy. I do love that they disintegrate. That was cool as fuck. They're creepy as hell. In, like, the best way. Can you use that one too, buddy? I don't got no matches. The Midnight Walk. And so it was that the Burnt One and a small flame took a wander down the Midnight Walk. That's us. Take number 750. I have no idea how long this has been going on, but it definitely seems like events that we've been coming across, like the situation with the Mulgrim, and particularly the situation with the craftsman and his daughter, are very recent. So it was feeling like a cyclical, ancient, this has been going on forever and not ending because it's not been completed, the Midnight Walk, but it almost feels a little bit more recent because of the craftsman. Like, seeing his daughter exit the town just as we are entering it essentially means that all of that happened. It's a bit confusing to me though, because those ancient forbidden tapes imply that, at least for me, implied that it was an old tale, that this like had happened years ago and things like that. So maybe not necessarily, but very interesting. Well, this is very beautiful. And the music is very beautiful too. Are you happy, little buddy? Can we light that? Doesn't look like it. Look at all these candles. These mountains. Where even is Moon Mountain? I haven't seen it in a minute. Alright, let's just go. Hey, little buddy, are you alright? Oh, we lost Housie somewhere. He must have sat down. He's like, I'm ready for the next one. Well, we can light all these. I'm a little worried to light them all with him, but... Oh no, we do! Look at that! Didn't even look at the door. You got this, buddy. Oh, there you go. And then this one. Little matchbox podium. Little stage for him. What is that? I think it's just maybe leaves or something. Oh, there's Housie. Okay, hi, buddy. Are you doing this? He is. Oh, look at you! Careful, buddy. Oh, you lit Housie on fire! Housie, no! Potboy! Potboy! Bad boy! I guess he got overexcited with all the candles around him. I wish there was something we could have done. They just let me look. They don't let me move. Housie! I'm so sorry. I wish I could have put him out. Uh-oh. Oh my god, more of those fucking things? Oh god. The grinners. Where did Potboy go? Potboy? Uh-oh. Oh, he's over there. Buddy, did you run out your steam? Are you okay? He looks very upset. Understandably, because I think he just killed his friend. Hang on. I don't want to miss anything. Natin ar nog det finaste har. I butchered that, I'm sure, but there's that. The stars are always there behind the clouds. 4 of 11. Damn. Oh man, that was such a happy little cute moment before it was absolutely set ablaze, quite literally. You know? Damn. Alright, I'm not seeing any other collectibles. There's fog that we can burn through there, but we need our baby. Anything over this way? Looks like the way to go, maybe. Potboy, honey. Could he even control that, I wonder? Honey. What the fuck? The soothsayer said the flame longs to be free. Is that what just happened? My baby. He broke just like the other one broke. It looks like we can replace it though. Okay, I'll go get it. Oh my god. Why? Why? Fuckers better not touch me. I'm gonna rescue my Potboy. I'll get his little shards. It fell. It must have fallen into the darkness here. Maybe we can ask for it back? Why did that just happen? Did he give up? That's the shard. But what do you want from it in return? That's not a key. That's not an idea.
When the nameless maker lost his creation to the dark, he went back to the great drawing board. In his desperation to regain control, he made an attempt to sculpt the face of the dark itself, something he thought he'd glimpsed in his nightmares. But the face wormed itself out of his mind's eye, and instead his twisted sculptures came alive, grinning and many-legged. Thus, the grinners escaped and seeped into this world as a reminder to the maker that there is always something to smile about, even when things don't go the way you hoped.
Okay. That's interesting. So that is essentially what the grinners are. So they were sculpted in the image of the darkness, but it didn't work. And the resulting art became what those things are. The legs, the eyes, the faces. Okay. Interesting. Oh, the thief. The girl loved the fire. She stole all the town's matches, lighting them like many little stars of her own. If only the village had seen the sorrow she was carrying before it was too late. Yeah, they murdered her. Instead of just punishing her for her crime, they killed her. Okay, nothing else. So what is this for? Like, what's the exchange? A shard of Potboy, touched by the dark itself. Your friend needs it back. Touched by the dark itself. Could that be the missing ingredient, maybe? Why things didn't work before? They're not attacking me, which is interesting. They are getting triggered by me. Ugh. But they're not attacking me. I guess the dark stops them? Because again, the dark so far has not particularly been antagonistic. It's scary because it's unknown. But so far, everything that we've dealt with it or seen about it has been purely transactional. you give it something, it gives something back to you. Or you take something from it and then it expects something from you. What is the cost of this, I wonder? Maybe? Did you mean to do that? Hi, honey. Look at you. You're a little scorched. You got, like... Oh. Happy again? How is he still burning over there? Damn. I don't know if he was upset at Housie and like what he did and left, or if the fire like shot out of him so suddenly that it broke him, or if he caused that himself. Like, I think this and the incident with Housie, I think that was excitement over all the candles, maybe. But that moment that broke him was interesting. Because we've seen another Potboy with the same kind of break. So I wonder if that's what happened, and like uncontrollably the fire shot out, wanting to get out, wanting to be released, like the soothsayers were saying. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh god, it's Soul Fisher. I got my eye sideways on you, buddy. I don't know if you're good anymore. The last couple things that we've read about him have kind of implied that he's got a lot of power and that he's super ancient and that he's not doing anything.
Whoa there. You look like you're about to move a mountain.
We are... Oh.
That's what I get for trying to get in the way of a flame and its destination. Let him walk his walk. Ain't nothing gonna stop him now, looks like. Fairly well now, Bird One. You're going to Moon Mountain, and that walk is for you alone.
Oh.
You have a tough decision ahead of you to make, just like the ones who came before. But they're all long gone. In the end, all there's left to follow is your own heart.
Whoa. Alright, again confirms the cycle. But the walk is for me alone. And nothing can stop him. So he is kind of... Possessed isn't the word, but he's drawn to the top of the mountain to release the flame. So that is what's happening. He's losing control. We're losing control of him. Right? I mean, he's always had like his own little... You know, he can do whatever he needs to, but... We've largely been able to contain him, and he's largely stayed at our side, and that's no longer the case. So the closer we get to the mountain, the more, I guess, rambunctious he gets to complete what he was made for.
Hurry now. Go catch up with the old little spark before the dark does.
Yeah, he's gonna want whatever his payment is for that shard that he gave back. Ooh, the craftsman. These giants may be mistaken for makers, but like any parents, they are but beings made from clay like everybody else. Interesting. Like parents. It's kind of interesting. But they were one of the first, the craftsman types, and Soul Fisher, one of the first things. Ooh, I almost missed this one. Music! Beautiful. Candle Valley. In the Valley of Candles, what will you do with your fire? The fire longs to be free. It's got his little face on it. The fire longs to be free. So that's what's happening. So that is just the music soundtrack from the game. As you kind of go, you collect it. Ah, that was one of my favorites too. I love that kind of magical piano. Ooh. Oh my goodness, we're in the dark. Without Potboy. This is not gonna be good. Oh shit, there it is. We are close. We're very close. Are those creatures? I think they are. That's kind of crazy. What What are those things? This is like a shipwreck? Like a graveyard of ships. What the heck? Where did my baby go? Crazy. He just left. But the walk is for me and me alone. It's kind of interesting. And then I have a choice to make. We haven't talked about that yet. A choice to make. To follow my heart or not. There it is. That's the last one. Who took the sun away? 15 of 15. The end. It still says listen inside Housie though. If Housie's torched. What does that mean? Could we get him back? Or is that just like a... Because you can access Housie in the menu of the game as well. Is this something? No. Okay.
When I was a child, I exchanged letters with a monster in the woods. We were best pals.
We
and
heard
we shared
this.
all our secrets with each other. One day, my sister told me that the monster wasn't real. That she'd written me all those letters to play a joke on me. But the joke's on her. Because I knew the truth about the monster in the woods. And we exchange letters to this day.
Whoa. That's exactly what we heard on the shell phone.
Oi! You the caretaker of this little fireball? What
I
were
am.
you thinking, letting him run off? Don't
Hey,
you
that's
know
Auntie
how
Merkel.
precious he is? Oh, yes you are. A real sunbeam.
He is precious, isn't he?
Who took the sun away? We Merkels used to ask until it finally ceased to matter. Night skies like these. Trouble seems so far away, doesn't it? I mean, isn't this just... Exactly my point. I used to be afraid of the dark. So much so that I became obsessed with these huge electric lamps left behind by the craftsmen of old. Couldn't pry myself away from them. I'd sleep outdoors and under their blinding radiance. One day, I woke up to the noise of quivering planks and nails. And would you believe it was my own house leaving me?
How's
It
he?
had gotten so restless it grew a pair of legs, took a name, and went on a hike.
Took a name.
Housie was its name, bless its soul. Houses have no imagination. But I bet it had a grander adventure than I could ever imagine.
He was doing good. He was great. Oh, he's sad about
This
it.
little flame is your home, burnt one.
Honey, it's
Keep them
okay.
nurtured and safe,
I mean, it's not
and
okay. You
you'll
kind of
always
killed Housie,
find
but...
yourself in the right place. Through the rain, in the dark, and over Moon Mountain.
Oh my goodness. The only reason I recognize her is from that figurine that we got. Housie the house. Home is where the heart is, but when your home grows a pair of legs and takes a hike, home can be just about anywhere. Rest in peace, Housie. So, I wonder if Auntie Merkel, because of her age, is the Merkel that is in the tapes, the film tape, right? The films that we've been watching. I wonder if she's the same Merkel. And just because she's much older now, she's now called Auntie Merkel. But obviously there is a race of Merkels, I guess would be the right term.
Look at those stars burning like so many candle lights.
Definitely.
Isn't this enough?
Her eyes are huge. I wonder if they've adapted, kind of like Gollum, like eyes got really big to adapt to the dark.
Light like yours is hard to come by these nights. Some long for it so hard, they go looking for it in the wrong places. Funny thing about the walk. It takes you places, tells tales, but it won't utter a word about itself.
That's almost implying that the walk is in itself a being.
Who took the sun away?
We're trying to answer that question through the films.
Look at those stars burning like so many candle lights.
So she's done there. So she's got a big telescope. And then, wow. What a view of the shipwrecks. And there are the stars that she's talking about. I mean, it is beautiful. So she's kind of learned to love the dark, learned to adapt to it. Which is interesting. I mean, everyone has to, right? To survive in this world, you have to. But her mention of Housie, I think, triggered little Potboy here. He's upset that he burned it. No! That was definitely the dark. What's the price? Holy shit. What the fuck? Where even are we?
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for monstrosities? For fools lost in the woods? A terrible void where all your nightmares come true?
What the heck? What? Is this the dark itself talking to us? I think it is. I'll give you all the matches you want, buddy, if you give me the Potboy. Give me back the Potboy.
The dark could be a friend, perhaps a space where we might find each other, all of us equal under its cloak.
Okay. So he's kind of implying, like, it doesn't have to be malevolent, which I think we knew. Or this could be the dark being conniving, right? Trying to tell you its side of the story, and it is evil, but so far we haven't had much evidence to
The dark
suggest.
could be an embrace and the release of the old, like taking off a tight shoe, laying bare one's feet, and taking a first step onto a new adventure.
Okay. It could be all these things. But what's the catch? Why isn't it those things? If it's implying that it...
The dark could be a moment of clarity and calm, a break through icy clouds and the shameful stories we tell ourselves that fetter us to the clay and mud.
I love the visual of this. It's actually stunning. Like, we're kind of revisiting some of the moments and stuff, but just the way that it's set up, all eclipsed in darkness, with a single candle. It's very beautiful. It's kind of ominous, given what happened to Potboy, but if you kind of take that feeling away and just experience it, it's melancholy. It's very beautiful.
The dark could be the space and time that we need to recover from the death of a dream and the quiet promise of new beginnings waiting on the other side of grief.
Interesting. I mean, I love the message. I hope that the dark isn't evil per se, right? Because just because something is dark and unknown doesn't mean that it's bad, right? It doesn't equate to something that will hurt you. Oh, there he is. Your light is snuffed out. Like the beginning, eh, buddy?
In the end, the dark remains holds a mystery, its secrets locked away behind the stars.
He burns it away.
But one can rest assured that it is always there, watching, patiently waiting for us to enter it, with fire in our hearts and with eyes wide open.
Whoa. You back, buddy? We're back. Whoa. I see you, you cute pie. Look at that. Moon Mountain. Look at that. We're right here. Holy shit. Okay. Essentially, though, we're saying, other than the eyes moment, like, because those eyes are just kind of creepy. It always watching is always a creepy statement. It's basically saying, like, the dark is always there. But it can be almost malleable and shaped to be whatever you need it to be. Which is what we've been hearing throughout the game, how people use the dark. Right. Oh, there they are, the soothsayers. Oh my goodness. The Tale of Moon Mountain. Okay, okay, buddy, we're going. Let's go.
You've arrived. Hark. Your fire is dying, but the last embers will light the final fireplace and send your Potboy home. Can you do what you must? Naturally, you must. It is destined, and you will be loved and forgotten.
Loved and forgotten is such a statement. Alright. But it's interesting we're sending him home. Does he want to go home, though?
The soothsayers have spoken the last words.
Oh.
It has been an honor to watch your journey to the work table's edge. Now go and burn.
The work table's edge.
Burn.
Goodbye. Goodbye forever, too. Their final words. Alright, buddy, you and me. But they keep implying that I have a decision to make. Ugh, the smile through your heart is aching. Yeah, it's horrifying. Okay, this is interesting, though. The soothsayers say that we will make the choice because we have to, implying essentially that there is really no choice. But Soulfisher seem to imply that there is a choice and that I must quote-unquote follow my heart. I see these crawlers. It does a run. Oh no, I can stop them. That's right. Woo! They disintegrate. I got you, baby. I'll protect you. What the fuck? No glowing eye. Oh, it was a glitch. Because his eye is glowing. Alright, goodbye, bitch. So I was like, how do I stop that then? There's no candles to go distract him. I thought maybe the eye was on the back of his head that was glowing. But nope, just a glitch. That's okay. Oh. What are y'all trying to do? Stop me? Never. Never. I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Holy shit, look at the ships and the hands. This is crazy. It's getting more treacherous. Come on, Potboy, let's go. Let's figure out whatever this horrendous choice that we're gonna have to make.
The first two-legged beings did prosper under the first sun, but it didn't matter how much they bathed in its light. They craved more. They sought to cage the sun, harness its power, and make it theirs. But the makers in their foresight had put the sun far, far away. so far that no creature could reach it. That's why, in their desperation, the two-legged ones began to collect matches, lighting them like minuscule suns of their own. But there are only so many matches in this world, and one day they'll run out, and they shall once again look to the sun.
So the sun was placed very far away?
Hi, Editor Sydney here. So I was too preoccupied, I think, in the moment with looking at the sites and trying to think of what was to come. But essentially, this recording is very interesting because it describes what happened to the sun. It's the closest thing that we'll likely get to an answer until we watch those tapes, which I will show you at the end of this because I actually did forget to look at them. But essentially, they're saying that the two-legged ones were the ones that were collecting matches, desperate to recreate the sun, because the maker put it so far away where no creature could ever get it. There is a distinction between maker, capital M, and two-legged creatures. So it almost implies that the makers themselves are likely the humans that are gone by this time, and that the two-legged beings that they made potentially in their images, so maybe people like the little thief and those people in the town with the matches in the coal town, right? Maybe those are the two-legged beings. We're not sure. But either way, it says that the first two-legged beings prospered under the first sun. And first sun implies that there is other suns. So maybe the cycle of the whole thing is that this sun is supposed to be there and then burn up, and then night comes again, right? As our cycle of night and day, as we know it, exists. So I think there's something interesting there. Additionally, they sought to cage the sun and harness its power and make it theirs. And this is coming from the two-legged beings, right? Not the makers. But the makers put the sun far, far away where no creature could ever make it. So that kind of implies that none of the beings within this realm are able to reach wherever the sun is. And maybe that's why the burnt one, us, and Potboy are the only ones that can. It doesn't really say. I mean, you would think that we would be included within the creatures thing, but obviously we have this mission. So it implies that it's probably up Moon Mountain, in Moon Mountain, or beyond Moon Mountain, right? Where the sun might be. Kind of an interesting audio story there that I don't really think I took the time to digest at the time. But yeah, anyway, good luck on your journey to Moon Mountain.
There's only so many matches in the world, so they return to the sun. Okay, we fly. And we're at the edge of the workbench as well, right? That's what the soothsayer said. It's been an honor to watch your journey to the edge of the workbench. Oh, fade to white is blinding. Oh, look at, oh shit. We're getting, we got a leg up. We're going up. I think we finished chapter 5. I think we're already in chapter 6. They're just kind of mending together. Like the Tale of the Dark, right? Because this is the Tale of Moon Mountain now. And I seem to have all the power to stop these fuckers now. What? It feels so final, Potboy. Ones that didn't make it. Another one that didn't make it, I guess. Here we go. Come here. Get out of here. It's interesting that we're able to stop them. You're okay, honey. Nothing over here, right? Okay, good. Oh my god, they're everywhere. We only saw one, now there's 3. But I have the one touched by the dark. Oh no, not the wind. We're okay. Woo! You're okay, buddy. Oh no. Come on, buddy. We got this. We got this. It is surely a trek. Woo. Oh, I wish I could help him. Could I have more matches to light him? Alright, we're indoors. So we're safe from the wind. Oh, there's more of them! Oh my goodness. To be expected, but still sad as fuck. Oh my god! And I wonder if like the walls are almost kind of made out of them. It looks similar material.
It's just gone. I had this wretched gut feeling like something was up, like something was on the way, a danger I never could have guessed. I figured that's just how I always feel, and my worries seldom come true. And now here I am, and I have been for some time now, and it just won't come back. I'm thinking, while I had it, I didn't know what to do with it, how to care for it, enjoy it. But if I had it again tonight, I'd probably waste it all over again.
Fire? Joy? Knowledge? Could be. Look at this, like, extra large fucking Potboy. Look at this, where you were like one of the first, and then you got smaller and smaller as we ran out of clay. My god. This must be horrifying for him to view. They didn't make it. Well, this definitely shows you this cycle. They kind of look like Groot. Broken. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. What are you? It seems like the sun is over there, like the moon mountain is blocking the light. It really does seem like that. Alright, buddy? He doesn't seem to be paying attention. We have control of him again the way that we used to. Take us up. Oh. We're getting brighter as we get to the sun. As we get to the top. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. I got you, buddy. It is the trek up. Come on, we got this, little buddy. We got this. Woo! Icy cold the taller we go. This is really cool, though. It's very grand. Oh. Look at the ones that didn't make it. They're everywhere. Come on, buddy. We can do this. Maybe we'll make it the way the others haven't. I don't know if there has been an accomplished one. Just that there have been many attempts. Or maybe this is how it always is. The soothsayers seem to imply that it always goes like this. That even if we make it, we'll spread the fire and then immediately be forgotten. Where's the next one? Not me freezing to death. Okay. I think we gotta go this way. We gotta go back. Yeah, and that way. Ooh, it is cold. Alright, this way, this way. Yeah, okay. We got this. We can do it, Potboy! I don't know if we want to do it, but we're doing it. Ooh. Ooh. That was so close. We got this, little buddy. We got this. We're here together. We'll make it. Where do we go from here? Yeah, we're safe here. And now where? Up there? All the way? Yeah, we'll wait for another wind. Oh. Another wind? Or did we make it? We made it. Come on, buddy. Do it. You're scared? Isn't there any coal to give you? Oh, I wish I had some more in my pocket. Oh, we're going. I'm following you, buddy. Oh. It's getting bright. Blinding. Potboy! He left. I won't let go, buddy. I'll still move. Where is he? Made it. Holy shit, we made it. The moon. Holy shit, we went all the way up. Where's the darkness? Or where's the light that was blinding us? He's just going straight on. Buddy, wait! Wait for me! Potboy, your little spark, your soul, your heart's will, your friend, always. Potboy! Damn, he just fucking took off. Fearless little buddy. Okay, we're going to the heart of the moon. I bet you anything this is where Moonbird resides. Eating up the sun or something. What? What is this? That'll extinguish you, though. Do I get a choice? No, I don't. Buddy! You wanna do this? You look excited. What we were meant to do, I suppose. Spread your fire, buddy. He doesn't want to? Or he can't? How's he? Oh my god, he's kindling. Oh no, he's a pedestal. We work together. Okay, we do this. You got this, buddy. Light the star. Is that the sun? And if he lights it... You got this, Potboy. You can do it. Set it on fire and make it the sun. Oh my gosh. This is our choice. If we keep going... Oh no. If we keep going, we burn that thing. We don't know what for. potentially it's the sun, right? And it burns up, maybe burns up the moon, right? What I'm assuming is a paper moon, the way that the stars themselves are paper, and it releases light upon the land. But it will kill him. Or we stop and save him now? Damn, I don't know. We've come all this way to bring the light back, to spread the fire, knowing that the end is the end for Potboy. But he looks scared all of a sudden. Like, he was excited, but now he's in the process of doing it. It's almost like he realizes that this is the end for him. Because we've understood that. And I firmly said, no way. So my inclination is to stop it. Especially because he looks so scared. But he'll do whatever we make him do. But if we keep the darkness, what's the harm? Right, the last couple of chapters, the last couple of things that we've been hearing is that the dark isn't so bad, right? Auntie Merkel was saying it's beautiful with the stars. The dark itself was saying it could be comfort, it could be a hideout, it could be whatever you wanted it to be. Only at the very end did it imply kind of maliciousness that it was always watching, but even the statement always watching, I mean, is not the moon always watching? Is the sun not watching? And then there's the stuff that Moonbird said. Moonbird wanted us to fail. Wanted us to come to Moon Mountain and fail. And that Moonbird would eat up our story of failure. So it's like, do we want to play into that? Or, I mean, do we even believe the dark itself is good? I don't know. The thing is that we've also seen a lot of the creatures, I would say most of the creatures, long for light. And the soothsayers said that it's our mission, right? Our destiny. Spread the flame, burn, and be forgotten. So I wonder if that implies that it kills us all. We are basically sacrificed for the greater good, right? Or like what would be considered the greater good, assuming that light is good. What I don't like is that that almost implies that there's no balance, right? That there is only light or only dark. And as someone who loves the dark, that makes me sad. And also, in general, you should have balance of things. And for all of the Potboys that we've seen climbing this mountain that shattered trying to get up here, trying to complete the mission, it almost seems like we need this. And he wants this. This flame longs to be free. Even though it'll kill us all, the light is worth it. Because it goes to everyone. Here's the other thing, though. The monsters thrive in the darkness. Because there are definitely all of the beings that we've come across, but they are afraid of the crawlers and the grinners and stuff, right? They are monsters in the dark. Auntie Merkel implies that some of them can be befriended, but most of them are highly aggressive. They thrive in the dark. And I'm sure if we did the sun, then they would no longer be able to thrive. Or maybe they'd be burnt up the way that we burnt them on our way in, right? With those eyes and stuff. Oh man, I'm really torn. I really am, because this whole time I was like, you won't finish the cycle. Like, you can't take Potboy away from me. And like, he's scared now, but he was so excited in a minute. I think he's just scared of the end. Even though it's what he originally wanted and what we're supposed to do. Part of me thinks we should burn it, but the other part of me wants to stand by my word and say, fuck you. Potboy doesn't have to die for this. If we burn, then we burn together, and Potboy dies. Potentially Housie and me die. I don't know if it's just him, but if it burns that bright, it might burn the rest of Housie, right? And this is the moment that they get consumed. If I'm in here too, I could get consumed, but I don't know. But presumably, right, Potboy for sure dies for the light, or we save him. I said we would save him a couple chapters ago, so let's do it. Save you, buddy. Potboy? He's kind of happy again. Damn. It's almost like light came for a second and then it faded away. Merkle and the somebodies. The crawlers. The ghost girl. They don't get back together. They leave. Damn, it almost seems like everyone was expecting it. Which they were, I think, right? Because as we passed them, they know what our mission was. I think that was bad. We saved ourselves. He's so cute, though. We saved ourselves, but everyone else almost got like that glimmer of light. Like the matches that they love, the fire that they love, and then it got snatched away. Damn. Oh, we walked down. Is it the walk of shame? Because everything just kind of went back to the way it was. Some things were a little bit different, like the Mulgrim was sitting with the nobodies and the somebodies. But it almost seemed like the ghost girl was just watching. But the craftsman and his daughter, like, she reached out to him and he just kind of walked away with his own sack. It didn't seem like that did much for them. And the monsters were all out and like sleeping and resting like they do.
Once upon a time, some folk on the other side of this and that had the most strange and beautiful dream. I hope that tonight you caught a glimpse of it. And I wish you the levity and grace to smile in the darkest of times and on the way down your midnight walk.
Oh, wow. That was really sweet. Okay, I wonder what happens if we go to the burn ending. I'm kind of curious to see it before we watch the credits. Let's see what changes. You got this! Burn. And let's be forgotten. Love but forgotten. There's the flame. Goodbye. too? And me? I think so. Whoa. So maybe destroyed. It's almost the same. It's so crazy. It's almost the same. Like the things that I interpreted as maybe people being melancholy or separating maybe weren't the case. It's just that people adapt no matter what. If anything, the monsters were the only thing that changed. More
Once
disturbed
upon a time,
by the light.
some folk on the other side of this and that had the most strange and beautiful dream. I hope that tonight you caught a glimpse of it. And I wish you the levity and grace to smile in the darkest of times and on the way down your midnight walk.
So that's the same. And he finally plays his banjo, by the way. We've been told that he doesn't play it. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so that's kind of fascinating. I don't know how to feel about it, I suppose. Amazing, amazing direction and art. And honestly, the story was beautiful. Interpreting the ending, though, is very interesting because it almost is, in a way, what I was wanting when I was deliberating over the decision. Why isn't there a balance between light and dark? Why is one better than the other? Right? Some beings, some people thrive in the light, right? Some thrive in the dark. And to only have one or the other feels unfair in a way. I'm only assuming that it stays that way because the moon stayed that way, right? Once it was dark, and the sun never came back. But maybe there's a possibility that the sun stays like that and then one day it will burn out and this will happen again. And maybe it is cyclical for that reason. The star will burn as bright as it can for as long as it can, but eventually it will burn out. But even in the darkest of times, it can still be okay. It's so fascinating. It's almost like there was no antagonist. Just a journey, just a dream, just a goal. I don't know. I loved how beautiful the sequence was. Potboy lighting that fire, the getting up the mountain, it felt so final, it felt so big, despite it being, right, not an action sequence or anything like that. There was no showdown with Moonbird, there was no big boss, but that's what made it good, in my opinion, right? We didn't need a final boss. The dark is not necessarily bad, right? I think this game is maybe a lot more simple than my brain wants to make it out to be, right? I'm trying to look for deeper hidden meanings, and I think that it's more exactly what it tells you. The dark can be a place of comfort, but also people love the light. The monsters can be befriended. People will adapt. Beautiful storytelling. It's very poetic, I would say. Things exist, and they will adapt. The light or the dark, it almost doesn't matter. None of the creatures that we saw, none of the things, it seemed more hopeful, right? Because our preconceived notions of light versus dark, especially in stories, they are already made up, right? That dark is somehow bad, light is somehow good. And this game begs to differ, essentially, right? Almost nothing changed between the light ending and the dark ending, with the exception of the monsters. The grinners seemed a little bit more antagonized by the light, and the crawlers. But the beings in it, they seem to react the same. And maybe it wasn't negative. Maybe it just is what it is. Father Craftsman and his daughter, they're on the road. They're doing something new. They're doing something different. They're doing their own midnight walk. Maybe the somebodies and the nobodies are working together now. The Mulgrim has company now. But that happens in the light. That happens in the dark. There's something very beautiful about that. Something very simple and sweet and whimsical. A simple, sweet story with a cute little Potboy on his mission to do what he needs to. And I guess it was like Soulfisher said, right? It's up to your heart. What do you feel was better? Leave things as they were, or to change them? Usually I'm all for try a different way, right? If something's not working, there's always another option. But in this, I was getting caught up in the sacrifice of it all. Because there's so many stories where sacrificing one for all is just not the way to go, right? Where it's not fair. Because would they do the same for you? Or why does it have to be you? Right? Why does Potboy have to die for light to be there? Why can't he enjoy the light? And on the other hand, you have the sort of prophetic destiny of it. Like, that's his purpose. That's what he's meant to do. You could argue that's what he wants to do. The closer to Moon Mountain, the more uncontrollable he became. And that flame that gives him life wanted to be released. And if that's what it wants, then why shouldn't it get what it wants? I think it's a very simple tale, but I think more than anything, it's just trying to show you that there are, if anything, options in the world, but it doesn't have to be so black and white, maybe? That things will ultimately be okay, that creatures and beings will ultimately adapt. I'm glad that we got to do both endings, too. I'm glad that we got to experience both. Because I think experiencing only one almost does you a disservice, because seeing both shows you how little changes between both. And if you only had one or the other, I feel like you don't get the full picture. Oh man, thank you to all of the people that made this game. I can't imagine the hours of art and animating to create such a beautiful masterpiece of art. Truly beautiful art. Whimsical, dark, melancholy, happy, cute. There's so many elements that just make it so original and so beautiful. The style of the game, the colors of the game, regardless of what you take away from it, that is just such a accomplishment. And I'm really proud of all the people that worked on this game. It doesn't look or sound like anything else. It's entirely unique. The music was stunning, and the characters, all of them, were very, very interesting. And Potboy and Housie, despite having no dialogue whatsoever, you got such character and attachment to them, at least for me. And for Housie to come in at the end because Potboy couldn't reach, it was just such a beautiful moment. A moment that I didn't expect, I didn't see coming. It was just phenomenal. I think the best part of this game was that it was so far out in the world of whimsy that there wasn't a lot that I expected. I was drawing similarities to stuff that I could see because that's the way my brain works, but I don't know, that there was a lot of things I just didn't predict and didn't need to predict, didn't need to, just took it as it came, you know? So there's something very beautiful to that. Thank you for playing, and see you down the Midnight Walk. Wow. Okay, we did it, you guys. We did the Midnight Walk. We completed our journey. We did both endings. We completed the mission to bring light to the world, and we also found a way to say no. And they're both endings. I don't think neither are good nor bad. I don't honestly think that either one was bad.
Hi, Editor Sydney here. And here, as promised, I want to show you the final 2 tapes of Who Took the Sun Away, the short film that we've been watching and collecting this whole game. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, and I think it actually gives a pretty neat wrap-up to this whole thing. And when you watch it, now that we know the ending, I think it's interesting that they take away your ability to view it before you see those endings. And it's almost as if the creators wanted you to wait until you witness both endings, or to wait until you make a decision about whether to stop Potboy or to let him keep going to light the sun. So please enjoy these final tapes of Who Took the Sun Away.
Before she knew it, the little Murgle, lost and tired, came to stand before the dark itself with a burning question clenched in her fist. She felt like punching the dark with it, screaming it out like the howling Morgrim, laughing it out like the starving crawlers who had nothing left to eat but the hope of others. Who took the sun away? It then asked the Murgle. Its voice sounded like a dark forest, deep and ancient. It wasn't you, the Murgle retorted. You're its complete opposite. Surely you must be the reason it's gone. The dark then replied, I am but the absence of light, not its adversary. Light is because I am. How could I possibly hold it in my possession? The Murgle felt her anger fade. She understood little besides one thing, that the darkness was not behind the missing sun, nor her suffering. Had her journey been for naught, would she ever feel the rays of the sun again, bask in their glory, hit rocks on a cloudy summer's day? The Murgle was alone in her questions, but then again she wasn't. The dark held her in a blanket of nothingness that was cold and warm at the same time. So, she sniffed, what do I do now? To which the dark itself replied, you don't have to do anything. She took an hour's nap then and there, the blink of an eye by Murgle standards, and then she began the journey back home, which seemed much shorter now than it had before. Back home on her hill, memories of the Murgle's many encounters along the way came circling back into her mind. None of her new acquaintances had been able to answer her burning question, but they hadn't been a waste of time either. She knew not if the sun would return tomorrow, in another decade, century, or never. She knew now, however, that she didn't need to know. She had the dark, and in it, anything seemed possible. So busy with her search for answers, ever since she'd left home, she'd completely forgotten to look up. The stars twinkled in the night sky, and there were so many, and they kept her good company. If only a little rock-picking Murgle could know that the seemingly tiny stars were in fact thousands upon thousands of suns. The end.
So what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the midnight ending? I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know what you see. Do you think it was good and bad? Do you think there's the right and wrong answer? Is there supposed to be? There's so many things that we could kind of analyze, and what are the lessons learned? What are the options that we saw? I think there's so many interpretations of this. It'll be fascinating to read. I love the game overall. I love the art. I love the style. Kudos to the directors, the writers, the animators, the artists, the musicians, everything from top to bottom. Well crafted, well designed, well made. absolutely incredible, incredible story, and I'm so happy to have played it. If you guys are looking for more games like The Midnight Walk, while there are not many like this game at all, some similar in style would definitely be South of Midnight. It has a beautiful story to tell. And then one I haven't mentioned is Night Signal. It's very interesting, very cryptic. I think you might enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for journeying with me and Potboy and Housie, and I hope you guys find such smiles on your own midnight walks.